Hello everybody, I hope this finds you well. I'm going to talk today a bit about some of our strategic work and also a bit about the fact that we will be getting a new chair of NHS Lanarkshire coming up quite quickly soon now. But I'll start off with the numbers as I usually do. So today we have 51 new cases of COVID. The day before, yesterday, that was as high as 117, so we are definitely at the foothills of a third wave. There's no doubt about that in my mind. However, what we are seeing, as I've said previously, we're not seeing that translation into hospital impact at the moment, so we're keeping a very wary eye on that. What I would say is be particularly careful with crowds and be particularly careful with younger people at the moment, those people who haven't been vaccinated, and try and protect them. And it's quite hard to protect our younger people, isn't it? Because they're the ones that are out and about, maybe more than some of the rest of us, but see what you can do to keep them safe for the next few weeks. I think most of the 20 to 29-year-olds will be getting their first vaccinations towards maybe next week, the week after, certainly by the end of June. So we're working ahead with that now. So hopefully we'll get those vaccinations delivered. And in terms of vaccinations, we've now delivered 717,000 and that's 428,000 individuals. So that's a lot across NHS Lanarkshire, and just want to say thanks again to the team. I know Neena Mahal, the chair, was there this week having her vaccination, and she did a public thank you, but just to really reiterate that from my point of view as well, the team have done a great job. In all the vaccination centres, we tend to get the coverage for Ravenscraig, but actually across all of them, so a big thank you from me. 2 care home outbreaks this week and 10 patients in hospital, and that number of 10 stayed fairly steady over the last couple of weeks, which is good news, but we need to keep a real weather eye on that. I also wanted to mention some of the work we've been doing over recent weeks with our board around the development of our new strategy, which is beginning to take shape. It's going to be very much co-produced, so we're not going to do that thing of producing a strategy and then going out and consulting on it. We're very much looking to co-produce that with staff and with our key stakeholders, so you'll hear more about this over the next few weeks. The working title is Our Health Together, Living Our Best Lives in Lanarkshire, so hopefully that kind of captures the spirit of what we're trying to do, and it is about doing a strategy together, so important that that's co-produced, and we'll be working on that over the next few weeks and months, so you'll hear more about that. A key part of that strategy is actually about addressing inequalities and well-being. Well-being has been a key theme over the last year in everything we've done, but particularly in terms of our staff's well-being, and it's a theme that we'd like to carry forward to look at our population in terms of well-being in a much more systematic way going forward. So that'll be a core part of our strategy, along with obviously the remobilisation of services, achieving financial balance, and really tackling that backlog of patients going forward. So I always say to the team, you don't get to play in the strategy space unless you've got the basics right, and so achieving the financial balance and really achieving those performance standards, still important, but really keen to try and do something bigger and better for our local population in terms of tackling inequalities and developing well-being. And a lot of that work will be done on a partnership basis with local leaders, Lanarkshire PLC as we like to call it. So watch this space, there will be more of that, and I'll try and keep you up to date around that. In terms of the new chair, Neena Mahal, who has been chair here for many years, she will be demitting office towards the end of this month, so we'll find out next week who our new chair will be, and obviously as soon as we know that, we will be letting people know. So a time of transition for our board, and we'll say something more obviously about Neena and say thank you properly towards the end, but just to let you know that change will be coming up quite soon. Anyway, it looks like it's going to stay nice weather for the weekend again, which is great. So I hope you do get some rest and relaxation time over the weekend. And thanks again for everything that you're doing.